Broadcasting around the world.
Well, hello.
This is your number one internet radio station. Smile.
Friday, everybody. You're listening to Rich and a little less Chris this week. He's away on his jollies, so you've just got my monotone tones this week. So we're kicking off this week with a little bit of Boys Don't Cry by The Cure, but the first half of the show is going to be all about unsigned music. So as you know, we are the beacon for all your unsigned music and artists. So if you want to get in touch with us, drop us an email, richard@smileradio.co, or contact us on Facebook, Smile Radio Yorkshire, Instagram and Twitter on Smile Radio 3. So we'll kick it off with a little bit of Cure, and we'll be right back after this. So you're listening to Rich and a less of Chris this week. He's away on his jollies with Louise and his little one, Ruby. If you're listening, big man, I hope you're having a fantastic time. So as you know, we are the beacon for all unsigned music and artists. And this week we have got all the featured artists that have been appearing on Richard Year's show. And next week I'm going to do a special feature because I think Chris is away for next week as well. So we're going to do a special feature and we're going to be doing a show based on all the unsigned acts from January through to February, so it'll be probably an hour and a half special on unsigned music. So the first featured artist for this week was a band called Mosley Bar, and they are hailing from Skelmersdale and Wigan, with influences including the Arctic Monkeys, Catfish and the Bottlemen, Circa Waves and the Libertines. This featured artist, they was formed in 2015 and powerhousing the indie genre, drawing attention of big media networks such as BBC, Sony, ATV and New York. I must check today's featured artist, Mosley Bar, and they were our featured artist on Monday, the 18th of February. And you'll have to let me know what you think. Get in touch with me, Smile Radio Yorkshire, on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, Smile Radio 3. So let me know what you think about this one. So this is Mosley Bar, and this track is called Strange Place. Check it out, guy.
Sort me out, and I'll try hard again. When you and I shout, we lose our minds. And when you've been to places that I want to be, see things in person I see virtually, do things I do when I am fast asleep, moving blinded by this like yes, I'm blinded. All my change.
The other stations are still playing commercials. Meanwhile, here's another hit.
So you're
Smile Radio.
So you're back with Rich and a little less Chris on Smile Radio. So that was one of our featured artists from Monday this week. The next one is a band called Kind Regime, and these formed in 2018, and it's an electronic rock band hailing across the world from Perth, Australia. And it was January in this year that the band's debut EP, Peak Hours, released, and the band has promised a lot more to come. Setting a new standard for the genre of alternative, the Kind of Regime is generally guitar-based with a number of synth elements infused with the music recorded by band founder Vance in his home studio. So I think the song's called Titan, so let me know what you think. Get in touch with me, Richard at smileradio.co if you want to drop me an email. Instagram and Twitter, smileradio3, and on Facebook, Smile Radio Yorkshire. So get in touch, let me know what you think about these and all the artists. And don't forget, if you've missed this show or any other show, you can contact us or go to the website at www.smileradio.co, click on demand and download the show. Either go to Spotify or Podbean and all major podcasting sites. So this is Kind Regime. Let us know what you think.
Here you are today. You are alive. It'll be just fine. We told ourselves it'll be so easy now. We know how. It's just a lie. Now
So you're back with Rich and a little bit less Chris on Smile Radio. So that was the Kind Regime. So what do you think to that? Send us a message, let me know what you think. We've got a few emails coming through and a few messages on Instagram. So let us know what you think about that particular one. And like I said earlier on, if you've missed this show or any other show, you can download them on our podcast. Go to smileradio.co and click on demand. The next band that we've got is a band called the Nameless Citizen. And the song that there is Wounded But Alive. So these guys, what is it? Says our next stop this week's tour takes us to Toronto, Ontario, where a one-man show goes under the moniker the Nameless Citizen. His music is guitar-focused, alternative pop, rock, and taking his influence from the likes of the Red Hot Chili Peppers, Pearl Jam, and Dire Straits. So introducing themselves as the most Canadian way, with an ever polite email and total awesome track introduction, I couldn't help but the NCs on today's featured artist. So let me know what you think. Get in touch, Smile Radio Yorkshire, on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, Smile Radio 3. And again, if you want to drop me an email, richard@smileradio.co. So Wounded But Alive by the Nameless Citizen. Let us know what you think.
And I sing into your ear. I sing about your window so that everyone can hear me. But I can't get your attention, and I can't get your love. I couldn't get it so far, girl, but I'm trying hard. I can't help it without you. I'm wounded but alive. Instead, why don't you take away my life? Yeah, the feeling that I get from you is not from very deep. Instead, why don't you kill me in my sleep? Oh, just kill me now, baby. We used to be good friends, you know. We used to be in love, girl. But you think that it's over and that I should simply disappear. But I won't give up trying, that's the only single way. Yeah, the one single way that I could possibly prevail. I can't help it without you. I'm wounded but alive. Instead, why don't you take away my life? All the feeling that I get from you is not from very deep. Instead, why don't you kill me in my sleep?
Looking for custom-made curtains and blinds? Get yourself down to the Curtain Shop. Visit our showrooms at Kingsway Ossett or High Street Normanton. For all your curtains, blinds and upholstery needs, go to the Curtain Shop. And if you mention Smile Radio, you'll qualify for free lining for all custom-made curtains. The Curtain Shop, Kingsway Ossett and High Street Normanton. The Curtain Shop.
You're listening to Rich and a little bit of Chris with Smile Radio.
That's right, you're back with Rich and a little less Chris this week on Smile Radio. And coming up, I did get the days mixed up, so the band that should have been on before the last one was the Funky Sunday Party, but you probably wouldn't have known that if I hadn't told you, but anyway. This band, bear with me, I'm just trying to find the song. The song's called Confession, and they're coming all the way from US of A, Erie in Pennsylvania. Today's featured artist is a true essence and embodiment of contemporary Americana, masterminded by Scott Edward Jones. Check out Funky Sunday Party, influenced by the likes of Keith Green and the Collective Soul. Scott's work is getting acclaim and praise from the popular Nashville Songwriters Associated International. So let me know what you think. Get in touch with Smile Radio Yorkshire on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, Smile Radio 3. Check it out, let us know what you think.
This is my confession. I've been wrestling with some things you can't see. So let me be candid. I've lived a double standard with sin, my disease. Don't let the rock fall down on me. Don't let the rock fall down on me. Better to fall upon it. Stone that the building's rejecting. Don't let the rock fall down on me. Say la, say la. Been broken and humble. How many times must I stumble? Oh Lord, I'm yielding to thee. I beg your forgiveness. Let me be a witness to your love, grace, and mercy. Don't let the rock fall down on me. Don't let the rock fall down on me. Better to fall upon it. Stone that the building's rejected. Don't let the rock fall down on me. Say la, say la. Cornerstone of our salvation, God of all creation, Lord, rule and reign in me.
more hits for you, so stay tuned.
Smile Radio, the home of the best independent rock, pop, alternative, and new music alerts.
Rich and Chris and Drive Time, Smile Radio.
So you're back with Rich and a little less Chris, live on Smile Radio. Getting a few messages. Tommy Bill from Bury, checking us out. Thanks for tuning in, big man. Hope everything's well. Give my love to the family. And still saying you're punching, old lad. She's well nice for you. Just kidding. Anyway, coming up, the last featured artist on this week's show is Big Rooster Jeff. And I think these guys come from not far from my neck of the woods in Dewsbury. So this song is called, if you just bear with me a second, sorry. Today's featured artist takes us all the way back to Smile Radio's hometown, which is Dewsbury. These guys formed in 2018, and it's a progressive pop rock trio, already making waves in the live scene and just about to release their debut single on the 8th of March, which I've just been speaking to Patrick, who I think's their drummer. He's going to be coming in, doing a live interview and a promo for their new single that's coming out. So yeah, the Big Rooster Jeff, hailing from the hills of Dewsbury, brothers Max and Ruben Jones performed the vocals, guitar and keyboard, and joined by Patrick, who is on the drums and percussion. So, if you just bear with me a second, the song that we're going to be playing now is a song called Redshift, so let me know what you think. Like I said, they'll be promoting their new single release on the 8th. They're coming live in the studio. We'll be firming everything up, but I think they're going to be coming in. Not sure if they're going to be doing any acoustics or anything like that, or they might be just talking, and a bit like myself, talking and waffling on. Anyway, enough about me. I'm going to be playing this. Let me know what you think. Smile Radio, Instagram and Twitter. Smile Radio Free.
All I knew
I am loving that. That's a great tune from the boys from Dewsbury. Yeah, absolutely love that tune. I'm bopping away to myself, me and all my mates in here in the studio. Yeah, so hopefully the boys will be in on the 8th of March promoting their new single, and also you can listen. There's a music video along with the track as well, so they'll be giving you some more information. So if you want to find out a little bit more about the BRJ, the Big Rooster Jeff, go to www.smileradio.com, click on the featured independent artist tab, and all information about the BRJ and all the other bands that we've been playing this week, and also from when we first launched this feature back in January, all the bands there and information, how you can find them out, all information's there. Loving that. Can't wait to meet the boys, and hopefully let's share the love, get it out there on Twitter and Instagram. Let's hope we can give these guys a kickstart, because we are the beacon for all your unsigned music and artists. I know I was talking to Patrick a little bit earlier on, and it's a big statement is this, but we'd love to be known as the modern day John Peel, and who knows, we never know. But I love that song. So we're coming up now. We're a little bit 5 minutes behind, but who cares? I'm on my own. I'm in charge. I'm IC, cause my sidekick's not here. Anyway, so we've got Guess the Year. And this year, nearly said it then, I'm just looking at the bits on my sheet in front of me that my delightful missing friend printed off for me before he went away. So the first clue that I'm going to give you on this particular year is in February of this year, M62 coach bombing. 11 people were killed when a bomb planted by the Provisional Irish Republican Army exploded on a coach on the M62 motorway in West Yorkshire. 8 of the dead were off-duty British Army soldiers and 2 were children, and 12 other people were seriously injured. Not good times, not good times, but hopefully we've kind of moved on from that. Anyway, so the first song I'm going to play is Can't Get Enough of Your Love, Babe, by the late great Barry White, and it was written and recorded and produced by Barry, and released as his first single from his album Can't Get Enough. The song topped the US Billboard Hot 100 and R&B charts, and has since then become one of his signature tunes. It was his second US chart topping after Love's the Theme. Oh yeah. My Barry White impression. Oh yeah. What was a year?
I've heard people say that too much of anything is not good for you, baby.
Helps you press right button, doesn't it?
I've heard people say that too much of anything is not good for you, baby. But I don't know about that. As many times as we've loved and we've shared love and made love, it doesn't seem to me like it's enough. It's just not enough, baby. It's just not enough. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. My darling, I can't get enough of your love, baby. Girl, I don't know why. Can't get enough of your love, baby. Lord, some things I can't get used to, no matter how I try. It's like the loving you more and more each time. Girl, what am I gonna do? 'Cause you're blowing my mind. I get the same old feeling every time you're here. I feel a change, something moves. I scream your name. Look what you got to do, and darling, I can't get enough of your love, babe. Oh no, babe. Baby, it didn't take all of my life to find you. But you can believe it's gonna take the rest of my life to keep you. Oh, babe. Can't get enough of your love, babe. Girl, I don't know why. Can't get enough of your love, babe. Oh, my darling, I can't get enough of your love, babe. Oh, babe. Girl, I don't know why. I can't get enough of your love, babe. Darling, I can't get enough of your love, babe.
There we are, the Walrus of Love. Apparently, I don't know how true this is or whether it's just a myth, but there were more children conceived in the 70s listening to Barry White songs than the other songs. I can get that. Anyway, back to the clues. 6th of March of this year, the miners' strike came to an end due to an improved pay offer by the new Labour government. And in 7th of March of this year, the 3-day week comes to an end. Ooh. Right, and the next song on this particular year is called Radar Love, and is a song by the Dutch rock band Golden Earring. The single version of Radar Love reached number 10 on the Cashbox Top 100 and number 13 in the Billboard in the United States. It also hit the top 10 in many countries including United Kingdom, Australia, Germany and Spain. The song is written from the point of view of a car or a truck driver who thinks his beloved baby, telling them they're able to share their feelings at a distance without physical means like telephone or letters. He explains how this works, and while listening to a song on the radio, makes a comment to the late night traffic in the early morning hour. Beautiful. So, what was the year? Get in touch, Smile Radio Yorkshire on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, Smile Radio 3.
I've been driving all night, my hands wet on the wheel. There's a voice in my head that drives my heel. It's my baby calling, says I need you here. And it's 4:30 and I'm shifting gear. When she gets lonely and the longing gets too much, she says the cable coming in from above. Don't need to phone at all. We've got a thing that's called radar love. We've got a wave in the air. Radar love.
song. Brand new, coming on strong. The road has got me hypnotized, and I'm spinning into a new sunrise. When I get lonely and I'm sure I've had enough, she sends the comfort coming in from above. We don't need no letter at all. We've got a thing that's called red eye love. We've got a light in the sky. Red eye love. No more speed, I'm almost there. Gotta keep cool now, gotta take care. Last car to pass, here I go. And the line of cars drove down real slow. And the radio played that forgotten song. Brenda Lee's coming on strong. And the newsman sang his same song. Oh, one more radar lover gone. When I get lonely and I'm sure I've had enough, she says the comfort coming in from above. We don't need no letter at all. We've got a thing that's called red eye love. We've got a light in the sky. We've got a thing that's called red eye love. We've got a thing that's called red eye love.
Yeah, that were a long one, wasn't it? She cried laughing. Anyway, back to the clues. Oh, whoa. We're just kicking in a bit there. Is Eddie? That's the next song. Anyway, in April of this year, the Soviet car maker Lada, founded 4 years ago as a result of an enterprise with an Italian automotive giant Fiat, began selling cars in the United Kingdom. Its 1200 four-door saloon was based on the Fiat 124 and retailed for £999. Ooh. In April of this year, again in April of this year, 6th of April, the 19th Eurovision Song Contest held at the Dome in Brighton, produced and transmitted by the BBC. Kate Boyle hosted the event for the 4th time. Sweden wins in the contest with the song Waterloo, performed by Amma, who became the first group to win the contest. From Sweden, apparently. Anyway, the next song I'm going to play is a song by where are we? Ruby and the Romantics. Hey There, Lonely Boy. This one's called Hey There, Lonely Girl. The original recording was the top 30 hit, peaking at number 27. Unlike Ruby and the Romantics' release Hey There, Lonely Boy, it did not make the other US chart. In 1969, R&B singer Eddie Holman recorded and released his own version of the song. It charted in the United States in a few years before. Nearly said it again. Nearly did a Chris. And in the United Kingdom, Holman's record of Hey There, Lonely Girl, most recognisable by his sentimental, heavy-hearted lyrics and his falsetto voice. So what was the year? Get in touch, Smile Radio Yorkshire on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, Smile Radio 3. you're looking for custom-made curtains and blinds, get yourself down to the Curtain Shop. Visit our showrooms at Kingsway Ossett or High Street Normanton. For all your curtains, blinds and upholstery needs, go to the Curtain Shop. And if you mention Smile Radio, you'll qualify for free lining for all custom-made curtains. The Curtain Shop, Kingsway Ossett and High Street Normanton. The Curtain Shop.
You're listening to Rich and a little bit of Chris with Smile Radio.
So you're back with Rich and a little less Chris on Smile Radio Live. I've got to give a shout out to Natalie Davenport, who's well fit in it. She's the better half to Thomas Billy. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I hope you're having a lovely day. Have you guessed the year yet? Do you know what it is yet? Get your requests in. We've got a couple of wrong guesses in. We've got one from Darren. He's guessed wrong. 2 years out, kid. So I'll try again. Don't forget, get in touch with us. Smile Radio Yorkshire, Instagram and Twitter. Smile Radio 3. And some more clues for this particular year. We've got in June of this year. Where are we? 10th of June of this year, the Queen's lasting surviving royal uncle, Prince Henry, Duke of Gloucester, died in his home in Northamptonshire. This should be Deadpool. This is Chris's favourite bit. And also, in July of this year, for all your Leeds fans, Don Revie, the manager of Football League champions Leeds United since 1961, accepted the Football Association £200,000 a year deal to become the new England manager. And the next song for this particular year is "Love on a Mountain Top," bit of soul. So this will be. I don't know if you're listening, Tony Humphries. If you're listening, a bit of soul and more time for you. This one, old lad. "Love on a Mountain Top" is a 1968 song by singer Robert Knight. The song was written by Buzz Casson and Mac Gaden, and also penned his predecessor, Everlasting Love. However, it was only charted regionally in Philadelphia and Pittsburgh area. Rediscovered by the UK's Northern Soul scene, it got airplay by the DJs the year after before causing a UK re-release of the record, which eventually entered the UK singles chart and peaked at number 10 of this year. So come on, kids, what was the year? Get in touch, Smile Radio Yorkshire on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, Smile Radio 3. Here we go. Love on a mountain top. Get that talcum powder on the floor. Shabba.
So high that we won't ever stop. We won't ever stop. Making love on the mountain. Drinking love from the fountain. Drinking love from the fountain. Loving this pool, but like I'm some kind of king. When you know I'll never ever talk on me. But high up on the mountain, girl, we found so much. It's worth $1 million just to have your touch. And we make love on a mountain top. On a mountain so high that we won't ever stop. High that we won't ever stop. Making love on the mountain. Drinking love from the fountain. From the fountain.
Love on a mountain top. That's for you, Tony, if you listen. I know he's not here, but anyway, we're back. I'm having a laugh. I'm pressing out wrong buttons. Anyway. Right then. Deadpool. Chris's favourite bit. So, January the 12th of this particular year, Princess Patricia of Connaught, born in 1886, died. She had a fair old innings, didn't she? 19th of January, 29th of January, sorry, H.E. Bates, novelist, born in 1905. He died. Oh, I don't know half of these. Chris, where have you got all these from? October of this year, David Jones, poet and artist, born in 1895. He died. Man, no wonder I don't know half of these. Anyway, the last song of this particular year is Young Girl by Gary Bucket. It was a million-selling gold certificate single. Was written, composed and produced by Jerry Fuller and performed by Gary Puckett and the Union Gap. The instrumental backing of members of the Wrecking Crew was released in 1968, which is not this particular year. So it was a number 2 hit song on the Billboard 100 for 3 weeks, behind Sitting on a Dock of the Bay, watching the ships coming in and going out again. Right, what was the year? Get in touch. Instagram and Twitter, Smile Radio 3, Smile Radio Yorkshire on Facebook. What was the year?
Get out of my mind. My love for you is way out of line. Better run, girl. You're much too young, girl. With all the charms of a woman, you've kept the secret of your youth. Led me to believe you're old enough to give me love, and now it hurts to know the truth. Oh, young girl, get out of my mind. My love for you is way out of line. Better run, girl. You're much too young, beneath your perfume and makeup, you're just a baby in disguise. And though you know that it's wrong to be alone with me, that come on look is in your eyes. Whoa, young girl, get out of my mind. My love for you is way out of line. Better run, girl. You're much too young, So hurry home to your mama. I'm sure she wonders where you are. Get out of here before I have the time to change my mind, 'cause I'm afraid we'll go too far. Whoa, young girl, get out of my mind. My love for you is way out of line. Better run, girl. You're much too young, girl. Young girl, get out of my mind. My love for you is way out of line. Better run, girl. You're much too young, girl.
So we're back with Guess the Year. We've got a few wrong guesses. Tommy Bill, yeah, you guessed, but no Cigar Kid. It was 1974. You were years out, 1967, mind you. To be fair with you, Tom, you are quite young. But coming up now is You're the DJ.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Let's start the party.
The Request Hour.
You Request Hour.
The All Request Hour at Smile Radio.
Get those requests in on www.smileradio.co. Let us know what your song is. You're the DJ now. It's over to you.
So we're back now with the All Request Hour. So we're going to play. I'm going to kick it off with a bit of Jamiroquai for Dave Banks. I don't know if you're listening. He'd be grafting away at the Crowded House over in Bury. So get yourself down. Fantastic cuisine. Get your nails done. Get your hair done. And if you can get your back set and crack if you like. If just ask for Jo Banks for that one. She's really, really good at that. And she's very, very gentle. This one's for you, Banksy.
She was from another time, like some baby Barbarella with the stars as her umbrella. She asked me if I'd like to magnetize. Do I have to go start tricking? Cause it's you I should be checking. So she laser beam out with her cosmic eyes. Oh yeah, she's just a cosmic girl. Oh yeah, from another galaxy.
She's from the cosmic world.
Make way. The new music food truck is backing in. Powered by Ion Indie Magazine.
Welcome to the big new beat and popular music.
It's the new music food truck.
Hey, it's Stace Edwards. My brother Jim and I are cooking up a tasty batch of music for you every week on the new music food truck. Join us as we serve up hot, fresh, new alternative and indie music from around the world. Every Saturday at noon right here on Smile Radio. Smile Radio, the home of undiscovered indie, rock, alternative, good times, and now the new music food truck.
Yeah, and don't forget you can catch, if you've missed this show or any other show, you can catch us again on demand. It's really simple. You can visit our website, www.smileradio.co, where you can listen live, catch up on demand, get the latest featured artists, news, and much, much more. If you've got the app, if you're app savvy, you can download it or go to Apple or Android, Google Play. You can download it. If you can go to Spotify and all the great podcasting sites, you can listen again. So get yourself, download the app, go to the pod sites and download and listen again. So coming up, we've got a bit of Madness, Our House. Following up after that, we might have a bit of Spandau Ballet.
Sunday best. Mother's tired, she needs a rest. The kids are playing up downstairs. Sister's saying in her sleep. Brother's got a date to keep, he can't hang around. Our house in the middle of our street. Our house in the middle of our house. It has a crowd. There's always something happening and it's usually quite loud. Our mum, she's so house proud. Nothing ever slows her down and a mess is not allowed. Our house in the middle of our street. Our house in the middle of our house in the middle of our street. Somebody tells you that you've got to in the middle of our father gets up late for work. Mother has to iron his shirt. Then she sends the kids to school, sees them off with a small kiss. She's the one they're going to miss in lots of ways. And everything was true when we would have such a very good time, such a fine time, such a happy time. And I remember how we'd play, simply waste the day away, then we'd say nothing would come between us to dream of. Father wears his Sunday best. Mother's tired, she needs a rest. The kids are playing up downstairs. Sister's saying in her sleep. Brother's got a date to keep, he can't hang around. Our house in the middle of our street. Our house in the middle of our street. Our house in the middle of our street. Our house in the middle of our house was our castle and our keep. Our house in the middle of our street. Our house, that was where we used to sleep.
Oh, sorry, you got me caught me having a little sweetie. I nicked some sweets from there. My little one had a sleepover, and you can get these all the old-fashioned sweets, you know, the Fizzlers and Love Hearts. So sorry about that. Caught on the hop a little bit there. So yeah, if you want to become, if you've got any spare time, and you want to aspire to have your own show, if you've got some recording equipment, this could be you on air. You could be winging it like I am. So I'm looking for some fresh voices, great life stories. If you just want to get in touch with me, Richard at smileradio.co.uk, or get in touch with Richie at richie.johnson@smileradio.co, or contact us via our website on the Contact Us page. So if you'd like to say, if you missed us or this show or any other show, you want to listen again, go to the website www.smileradio.co and listen again, click on demand. Talking of the sweets earlier, I was just saying a couple of minutes ago, we're going through them all, and there's got double dip, and Marie said, do I want one? I said, what, on a school night? Moving on swiftly.
Thank you for coming home. Sorry that the chairs are all warm. I left them here, I could have sworn. These are my salad days, slowly being eaten away. Just another play for today. Oh, but I'm proud of you, but I'm proud of you. Nothing left to make me feel small. Luck has left me standing so partners in crime. It's only 2 years ago, the man with the suit and the face, who knew that he was there on the case. Now he's in love with you, he's in love with you. But love is like a hard prison wall, and you could leave me standing so
In the mix. Back to back, beat to beat.
Come on, DJ. Hit me with another track.
Smile Radio.
Listening to Rich and a little bit of Chris with Smile Radio.
Yeah, so you're back with me, Rich, and a little less Chris, live on Smile Radio. I've got a request from Amber and Lily, a bit of Natalie and Bruley. I've got a funny story to tell you about that. I'll let you know after the song. But if you want to catch the best shows live on demand, you can. If you fancy some chat, you can catch Tommy TC Talks on Thursday nights from 7:30. Get the latest talk in the world of football and rugby with Connor and Zoe's Kickabout. Still waiting for a new name for that. And 7:30, fancying something light and a bit of trivia and some fantastic new music from around the world. Check out Richie J Show on a Wednesday, 1 till 3, Monday to Wednesday, and 1 till 3. And of course, we've got Rich and a little bit of Chris on a Friday, the Codfather, Nathan Downs on a Monday night. So we've got all sorts coming on. And as I mentioned earlier, if you're looking to be a presenter and have a go yourself, get in touch with me or Richie J. And we'll be more than happy to give you a shout out and give you a go. So I'll play a little bit of Torn by Natalie and Bruley, but I've got a funny story about our very own Zoe Shackleton. I'll tell you all about it after this.
I saw a man brought to life. He was warm, he came around like he was dignified. He showed me what it was to cry. Well, you couldn't be that man I adored. You don't seem to know, seem to care what your heart is for. Well, I don't know him anymore. There's nothing where he used to lie. Conversation has run dry. That's what's going on. Nothing's fine, I'm torn. I'm all out of faith. This is how I feel. I'm cold and I am shamed, lying naked on the floor. Illusion never changed into something real. I'm wide awake and I can see the perfect sky is torn. You're a little late. I'm already torn. So I guess the fortune teller's right. I should have seen just what was there and not some holy light. But you crawled beneath my veins and now I don't care. I have no luck. I don't miss it all that much. There's just so many things that I can't touch. I'm torn. I'm all out of faith. This is how I feel. I'm cold and I am shamed, lying naked on the floor. Illusion never changed into something real.
you're back with Rich on Smile Radio with a little less Chris. We've got a shout out for all the ladies and kids at College Grove Nursery. There's this next one. I've got to play this one, but I will tell you the story after a bit of Spice Girls. And this one's for everybody at College Grove Nursery, and they're one of our fantastic sponsors. So this one's for you, Mrs H, and all the girls there. Marie and Nadia, shake that tush. Let's see you shake it. Go. That's for the all the girls at College Grove Nursery, and we'll have a little word from our sponsors right now.
College Grove Nursery in Wakefield has been providing the highest standard of childcare for over 22 years. Situated on Eastmore Road, we are close to the M1 and M62 motorway network and also convenient for Wakefield city centre, schools and major places of employment. For more details, check out our website at www.collegegrovenursery.co.uk or give us a call on 01924 200 120 to arrange a visit. College Grove, a special nursery which takes a hand, opens a mind and touches a heart.
So there we're back with Rich and a little less Chris, live on Smile Radio. So we're just on about earlier on about a funny story. I've got a couple of funny stories, but this particular one is about one of our other presenters on Smile Radio, Zoe Shackleton, who does Connor and Zoe's Wednesday night kickabout. And you'll have to bear with me because I wasn't around at the time when this story was first outed. She was about 8 or 9, I think, and I'm sure she'll let me know if I'm wrong. And she were playing Hangman they were having a family game of Hangman, and there was it was the 3-word clue, and they were going through all these different clues, couldn't get it. Anyway, at the end, they said, is it a singer? She's, yeah, it's a singer. Where's she from? She's Australia, I think. And she's, and they were going through Kylie, and they were trying to think of all these Australian singers. Anyway, they couldn't get it, and she says, who is it? It's Natalie and Umbrulia. Bless her. She tells it a lot better than I do, but anyway, I suppose it's one of them yet to be there. But yes, bless her. Zoe, that one for you, kid. We've got a few more requests coming in. Shaw McGee, I can't find a clean version of the song that you've asked for, so I'm not sure if that's tongue-in-cheek or not. But anyway, let me know if you want another one playing before, because literally we have only got we're into the last 25 minutes of the show. Wow, where's that gone? Time's just flying by. Anyway, I'm going to play a little bit of Lenny Kravitz for... who's this one for? This is for Anne over in Leeds, so enjoy. We're right back after this.
I wish that I could fly into the sky so very high. Just
Lenny Kravitz for you. Get bopping away with that one. So I've got another few more requests. We've only got, like I said, 20 minutes left, so I'm going to try and get them all in. If not, I will get them in for next week. Sean McGee, I need to hear back from you, because I think you might have already come back to me. Frigging in the rigging by the Sex Pistols. I think I might struggle with that one as well, kid. Anyway, I'm talking of funny stories. This is a really good friend of mine, Eric. He was more of a friend of his. I think it's a guy called Tonky, and apparently he was a real practical joker, and he liked to. And I think from what Eric was telling me, nothing was ever sacred with Tonky, and he has to be a best man. And against his wife's better judgment, she was absolutely bricking it. She was worried sick, thinking something's going to go wrong, horribly wrong. So the stag do went ahead, they all went away, everything went without any hitch. There were no shaved eyebrows or shaved heads or anything like that. And basically the day went really well. He was doing his best man duties, and well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a song and I'll continue with the story after this. But this bit is really, really funny. But I'll tell you more about it after a bit of James Blunt, Wise Men, and this is for Connor, who is down in that there London for the weekend, having a birthday treat. Have a good weekend, big man, and enjoy. And by the way, I apologise profusely because he does say it's a radio edit, and if it isn't, I apologise.
Said to me, go steady on me. Won't you tell me what the wise men said when they came down from heaven? Smoked 9 till 7, all the shit that they could find. But they couldn't escape from you, couldn't be free of you. And now they know there's no way out, and they're really sorry now for what they've done. There were 3 wise men just trying to have some fun. Look who's alone now, it's not me, it's not me. Those 3 wise men, they've got a semi by the sea. Gotta ask yourself the question, where are you now? Gotta ask yourself the question, where are you now? Really sorry now, they want to know they got caught up in your talent show with you panicked a little in your fancy dress who just judge each other and try to impress, but they couldn't escape from you, couldn't be free of you, and now they know there's no way out, and they're really sorry now for what they've done. There were 3 wise men just trying to have some fun. Look who's alone now, it's not me, it's not me. Those 3 wise men, they've got a semi by the sea. Gotta ask yourself the question, where are you now? Gotta ask yourself the question, where are you now?
James Blunt for you there. Connor, CG, hope you have a fantastic weekend, old lad. So getting back to my funny story, talking to Tonky, I might have mentioned this ages and ages ago, but anyway, yeah, so he was best man. He's well renowned for being a practical joker, and nothing, and I mean nothing, is sacred. I think he's a bit like Jimmy Carr as a comedian. Don't go if you're easily offended. So the wedding went really well, did all his best man duties. So the night went well, the party, the disco and everything else, bit of come on Eileen, literally. So everything went absolutely swimmingly. It was a fantastic night. Anyway, the bride and groom goes to bed, obviously, consummate the wedding. Gets up in the morning and she turns to her husband and says, well, I can't believe that, Tonky, bless him, I take it all back. He didn't do anything that, I thought he'd have done something in a church, I thought he'd have done something at reception, the best man speech. I have to say, he did well, he did a job. And she said, well, would you have fancy breakfast? Should we go downstairs or should we have it in bed? So basically, they were having a and an hour, and she says, I'll tell you what, why don't we just have breakfast in bed? So she leans over and she picks up the phone, passes it to her husband. She rings up and says, oh, yeah, can I order room service, please? I'd like to order 2 full English to the honeymoon suite. Anyway, this voice under the bed shouts, you better make that 3. Not happy. Typical woman, can't take a joke. This one's for you anyway, Sean. Rocking Chair by Oasis.
City
in the mix. Back to back, beat to beat.
Come on, DJ. Hit me with another track.
Smile Radio.
They're gonna clean up your looks with all the lies in the books to make a citizen out of you. Because they sleep with a gun and keep an eye on you, son, so they can watch all the things you do. Because the drugs never work, they gonna give you a smirk, cause they got methods of keeping you clean. They gonna rip up your heads, your aspirations to shreds. Another cog in the murder machine. They said I'll teenagers scare the living shit out of me. They could care less as long as someone will bleed. So darken your clothes, I'll strike a violent pose. Maybe they'll leave you alone, but not me. The boys and girls in the clique, the awful names at the stick. You're never gonna fit in much, kid. But if you're troubled and hurt, what you got under your shirt will make them pay for the things that they did. They said, "I'll teenagers scare the living shit out of me." They could care less as long as someone will bleed. So darken your clothes, I'll strike a violent pose. Maybe they'll leave you alone, but not me. Oh, yeah.
Tune now. That one's for my sidekick who's away in Centre Parks. I think he's won lottery anyway. But yeah, I hope you're having a good time, big lad, and see you again soon. I've got a few more. I'm going to struggle to get them all in. I've got one for Alex Moore's, A Day Like This. I think this is his wedding song to his beautiful wife, Amy. And we're going to finish off with Blockbusters by Sweet for Tony Humphries, because he missed Love on a Mountaintop, a bit of Soul and Motown, but we're finishing it off with that one. But I'm going to play this one for Alex Moore's, and I'll be right back after this. But don't forget, if you missed this or any other show, you can catch it again. Click on www.smileradio.co and click on demand and listen again. Download the podcasts on Podbean, Spotify and all the major podcasting sites. Get in touch, Smile Radio Yorkshire on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, Smile Radio 3. We'll be right back after a bit of elbow.
Drinking in the morning sun, kiss me when my lips are thin. 'Cause holy cow, I'm moving round, and only now I see you lie. Yeah, lying with you half away, stumbling over what to say.
Tune that is. Well, I'm afraid we're coming just about running out of time, so where's the 2 hours gone? So I'll have to just bring that a little bit short. But anyway, I hope you've had a fantastic well, I've had a good day, and there's a little bit of bring me sunshine in your smile, bring me laughter all the while. In this world where we live, there could be more happiness, so much joy you can give to each brand new bright tomorrow. Anyway, enough about my self-indulgent singing. I can't sing very well. Just want to say a massive thank you for everybody for tuning in, and all your requests. There's a few that I ain't got in, so I apologise for that. But all is left to say is have a fantastic rest of the weekend. Thanks for tuning in, and if you missed this show, any other show, don't forget you can download it. Go to the website www.smileradio.com, click on demand, go to Spotify, Podbean, all the major podcasting sites, and stay tuned for the live show. God, I forgot his name already. Our American friend this afternoon. So this last song is for you, Tony, if you're listening. Have a brilliant weekend, and don't forget, guys, give us 3 rings when you get in.
Watch out if you